friends. I'm here. Guys, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be late. I'm sorry. Also, I feel like I'm a little loud. Is that crazy? I feel like I'm a little loud. Hi, Curly. Hi, Howie. Hi, Grim UK. I'm assuming it's Grim UK just because you said UK, but maybe it's Grimmuck. You never know. Nukari, don't SMH at me. Hold on, I'm trying to fix something. You guys can't. TikTok is looking at one of my eyebrows. George is staring at the top of my dome. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We're in the kitchen today, yet again. I'm late. I have a very good excuse. Guys, today, it's been a busy day. It's been a really busy day. You know, woke up, was editing, had to do my hair to make me feel good. Yes, the hair was necessary. Anyways, my mom just recently got surgery and she wanted me to drop off lunch. So I had to go drop off lunch. And then I got home and I had to eat lunch. And then my boyfriend had to eat lunch. And it was, listen, when you're doing when you're streaming in a common room, all right, the common room's gonna common room. So it's not my fault that I was 15 minutes late. I had everything set up. Everything was set up. Hi, Major League Gaker Slimer. What's up, Major League? Don't ... me, it's true. I swear, I promise and I swear. Oh, I'm sorry, you didn't want me to go slime. Perfect. I'm sorry, you didn't want me to, do a nice thing for my mother who recently got surgery? I mean, it was like just a basic cataract surgery, but like, what the hell? No! Okay. Anyways, so the title of this is Baking Brownies Speedrun, and I actually want to get into it right away because, guys, the new Stardew Valley video is almost done, but it's not done, and so I need to finish that, which means I need to edit, which means we need to bake. Because you were 20 minutes late. Shut up. Anyways, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bake brownies today. It's gonna be really fun, really exciting. I'm like half following a recipe, half made it myself. Oh my god, thanks, Howie, for saying I had a great eyebrow. What the heck? God damn it, Mark, I'm already up. It's my first time catching a stream. I've seen a lot of your Stardew vids. Oh, yay! It makes me so happy. Well, since it's your first time, you should totally join me in doing 20 jumping jacks. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know, and I'm sure that the mic sounds great, just bouncing up and down. Also, I lost count. I'm gonna do 4 more. I have no idea. Whatever. Why did it suddenly become a cooking show? Usually it's Stardew. Because I like to bake too. Last week we made the pink cake from Stardew Valley. This week we're just baking brownies. Classic freaking brownies. Guys, I'm a little out of breath, I won't lie. Yesterday I did a workout, and I did a lot of Bulgarian split squats. My legs are killing me. The best way to celebrate your first time tuning in is to link your Amazon Prime to your Twitch account and get a free sub to spend on Noodly, period. Me, personally, I actually don't really like brownies. But I know that they are a lot of people's favorites, and I'm willing to give this recipe a try. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make brownies today. I'm starting off with a stick and a half of butter in a small pot, and we're gonna brown this butter. Yeah, we're gonna make brown butter brownies. The freaking butter. Did it. Add truffle. You got truffle money? Because I don't. Does everyone prefer the thick brownies or more cake-like fluffy ones? Me, for personally, I like cake brownies. I like cake brownies because I like cake and don't like brownies. So when a brownie is more like cake and less like a brownie, I enjoy it more. I've got my butter on low heat. We're gonna just melt it down and then slowly brown it. It's gonna be delish. It's gonna be great. Both of them. But yeah, I definitely prefer cakey brownies. I'm hoping that these turn out like something that I would actually like, but reminded that I had to do it 10 minutes ago. This came on my For You page. Oh, slay. Is that cheese? Cheese. What's your PR? 4? What are we talking about? Yikes. Mark. Where's our splits timer? Oh, because it's a speed run, right. You know what's crazy is I actually haven't used that freaking timer, and my stove is disgusting. I actually haven't used that timer in a very long time. Guys, look, I have 1.5 sticks of butter and it's melting in there. It's getting all liquidy and gooey. Hi, Corinne. Yes, it was cheese. I don't know. I guess we could. Okay, I guess we can kind of start while our butter starts to brown. So in a big bowl, I'm gonna add 3, count them, 3 eggs. Now I'm pretty sure that if you want thicker, less cakey brownies, you could add less eggs. That's one way to do it. You could add like 2 eggs instead of 3 eggs. You could just add the yolks too, because the white part is what makes it all fluffy. So you could just add the yolks. But we're using large eggs. Jules, thanks for the rose. That's how we say it now, I guess. Say what? I have Google Home sitting on the counter, one with the screen that displays how much time is left. I forgot my stove has built-in timer. That's crazy. Hi, Cran. Don't make fun of me for the way I say Cran. It's Cran. Alright? God forbid. Are they Walmart brand or name brand eggs? They're Jewel Osco brand eggs. That was entirely too aggressive, and yet did not get the job done. We got 3 eggs in the frickin' bowl. How's my butter? Almost fully melted. Guys, over the weekend, I got a new sink. I got a new kitchen sink. Isn't that exciting? It's so much deeper. It's great. Anywho. It's just the way people say crayon. Is there a Perfection Stardew stream tomorrow? Yes. Yeah. Can't recreate this at home. Julasco left my market years ago. Unbelievable. Oh my god, Slay stream streak. Wait, I couldn't see the friggin' TikTok comment fast enough. Using duck eggs will be tastier. I don't have any eggs. You look like Fiona from Shameless. Thank you, I get it a lot. Are you from Brazil? Nope. Nope. I have a friend from Brazil. That's it, though. That's my only connection to Brazil. Come to Brazil. Okay, anyways. We have 3 eggs in a bowl, and we are going to add a cup and 3/4 brown sugar to it. My butter is still melting. A cup? Duck egg. I don't have duck eggs. I've actually never had a duck egg. What are you? Are you just a half? Bitch. Bitch. We're adding 1 3/4 cup of brown sugar. When you're using brown sugar, you're gonna want to pack it. You're gonna want to pack it into your freaking measuring cup. 8-hour brownie stream. 1,000 brownies, please. Right. Okay, cheese. We have a cup. My poor hand. Okay, my butter is fully melted. And it's gonna start to brown, but I don't want it to burn. That's for sure. You will be missed. 1. 2. This is a lot of brown sugar. There's no white sugar in this recipe, so. 3. Aye, Captain. My butter is boiling. Can you guys hear that? Did you hear that? Could you hear it? I can finish my meme now. You look like Fiona from Shrek. What the fuck? I bet that recipe's from America. We're baking brownies. There's obviously gonna be sugar in it. You know? There's a stick and a half of butter. I'll give you some brown sugar. God, you'll stop. Hello? I don't want this butter to burn, but we do have to mix. We have to, Hi, Royal Cat. Hi, Chainsaw. It can't be that American. It's only 1.5 sticks of butter. Paul Dean used 5 sticks of butter and 3 racist slurs when baking brownies. Thanks, Ashley. That's crazy. And true. I'm gonna use this whisk attachment, because I never do, but I figured... Guys, remember when I, like, spilled powdered sugar everywhere? Yeah, it's still all over my... Still all over. I don't want my butter to burn. We're just looking for a nice little toasty brown. It's still very yellow. Did you know? So I'm boiling, but man, I wish I could like show you guys better, but I'm gonna like, oh, you can kind of see it on the edge. You see that like little white edge to it? Do you know if you scrape off all of that, like, butter, you get clarified butter, and that is what you dip your crab and your lobster in. But who the fuck can afford crab and lobster these days? Not me, that's for sure. Give me the fucking... Also, what about my pancake stream? Nakari. Well, I'm glad you're here. We have 3 eggs, a cup and 3/4 cup of brown sugar in here, and I'm gonna whisk it until it's nice and fluffy and smooth. And TikTok can't see me. Hey, TikTok. And yeah. That's crazy. Clarified, so it becomes your first ex-spouse. And I'm done talking. You didn't have to bring up my past trauma. A lot of F-bombs. Was I really? Sometimes? Okay, sometimes I don't realize that I'm swearing so much. And then my boyfriend is like, you were swearing like a sailor all day. And I'm like, really? That's not cute. Yeah, I know how to multitask. I forget which way you guys are. Who cares? Thank you. Yeah, I can say whatever the frick I want, unless Nakari redeems no cursing. Okay. Let's see how that came out. I'm gonna stick my finger in it. I'm gonna stick my finger in it and see if it's like super grainy still, and if it is, I'm gonna keep mixing. I'm gonna keep mixing. Oops. Anyways, oh my god, you guys can actually see me when I'm freaking doing it. What the hell? How do you know how sailors slur? Maybe I'm immune to swearing at this point, but I just don't notice you doing it. I don't notice you doing it either. Nakari does. Nakari notices. That's, you know what, and it is my bad, you know? It really is. God damn, can we relax? God, low heat on a freaking gas stove is like not even low. Oh, you're starting to turn brown. Okay, I'm gonna mix this up just a little bit longer. I wish this reached. And I wish it reached the counter so we could be friends. But now you guys are just looking at my back. And I want to apologize. I also have no clue what temperature or how long I'm supposed to bake these brownies for. Couldn't tell ya. My butter is not brown. For a second, I thought I used the wrong bowl, but I didn't. So we have our butter and our eggs creamed. We're probably gonna add a dash of vanilla to that as well. And, yeah. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to find a recipe. So the recipe that I'm following, I'm like only half following, and I'm kind of tweaking it a little bit because, like I said, I like cakey brownies more than fudge brownies. Sometimes you ever eat like a fudge brownie and it's just like you have like two bites and then there's too much chocolate in your mouth and then you're just like suffocating on chocolate. It just kind of chokes me out. I bought a friend that is new to gaming a copy of Stardew. Steam says she recently unlocked the achievement for making it to Ginger Island. Oh my god, that means she's having a good time. Cause like, that takes a hot second. That takes a second to do. $350. I'm preheating my oven to 350. And God, every time I bend down, my legs they're just screaming in pain. I have a 8 by 8 inch baking pan that we will be using. Guys, my butter isn't browning. It's getting that nutty scent though. So that's good. Maybe it is browning and this lighting is just terrible. You know, I wish there was better lighting in this kitchen. There's not, really. Oh, she's actually decently brown. Well, okay then. What do I need? What do I need? 3/4 cup? Jesus Christ. I mean, the amount of 3/4 cup things that I need in this recipe is a little ridiculous. I'm gonna have to clean this 4th cup multiple times. I wish I just had a 3/4 cup measuring thing. I don't. Maybe I should get one of those. I mean, I've been spending a lot of money on baking equipment recently, but it's fine because I love it. TikTok did not see me and I feel upset. Me and Haley just had a child in Stardew. I named her Hilda. Aww. Ew, metal pans? I only bake with Pyrex pans. Okay. Bougie. It was probably like a $10 pan I got from the grocery store. I'm gonna go with this butter is brown. Because the butter's brown. The butter may be burnt. I don't think it is, but it might. Make a sunroof. There is a bedroom above my head. So, no. Okay, so the butter's gonna, wow, the butter is actually kind of fucking beautiful. I mean, freaking beautiful. It smells nutty. Docs, we know where the bedroom is relative to your kitchen now. That's terrifying, actually. I don't want to break this bowl with hot butter. Make the kitchen ceiling glass, make a sunroof in the bedroom. See, now you're thinking. Now you're thinking. All right, I have brown butter. I don't want it, I want it to like cool as I'm pouring it. Just letting the brown get in. All right. To our brown butter, we are going to add 3/4 cup of cocoa powder. Egg roll? What? The fuck are you saying? I mean, what the heck are you saying? We're cooking brownies. I need to rescoop because that just didn't do it for me. Adding the cocoa powder directly to the butter is a good way to bloom the chocolate. Sometimes chocolate desserts are very dry because cocoa powder sucks the moisture out of everything. And a good way to combat that is add moisture to the cocoa powder before you bake. Spilled cocoa powder everywhere. Why does this always happen? I feel like I didn't used to always be this messy with, at least I'm wearing brown. Like what? It's you guys. It's your fault. It's your fault. Glass bowls like that, you only really have to baby when they've been in the freezer, period. Why did I say it was your fault? What was your fault? I don't remember. Me making a mess. Yeah. Because you guys make me nervous. You guys make me nervous, and then I get all scared. I'm gonna take a spatula, and I'm gonna mix the cocoa powder and the butter together. You know what else I'm gonna do? That wasn't in the recipe, is I'm gonna add like a teaspoon of instant coffee. Maybe it's because you're distracted by a computer monitor while baking. Yeah. Yeah. Probably. This teaspoon looks so much bigger than I remember a teaspoon looking. Ain't that some shit? All right, we're adding about a teaspoon of instant coffee. So we got our cocoa, our coffee, and our butter in a frickin' bowl. Oh. It smells good. It smells really good. Oh, I don't want to forget the vanilla. Just a freaking dash. Oh my god, I need new vanilla. What the heck? We got our vanilla, our chocolate, our coffee, all in this freaking bowl. I'm touching the sides to see how warm it is. It's still really warm, so I don't totally want to add it to the egg mixture yet. Because I don't want scrambled eggs in my brownies. I don't know about you guys. I don't really mess with scrambled eggs in my brownies. I gotta move closer this way because TikTok can't see. Extra protein. Right. Okay. We're going to, all that's really left is, what did we do? We did, my oven has been preheated. We did that. We did that. We did that. We did that. All that's really left is to combine these two and then add our flour in. And wow, it is really, really warm actually. Add our flour in and then we're done. Kind of. So, how are you guys? I had Culver's for lunch. You guys like Culver's? Half of you probably have never even heard of Culver's. It's a Midwest delicacy. Yeah, I had some cheese curds, even though I'm lactose intolerant, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. What's that? I've only had a milkshake. From Culver's? I need more vanilla extract. I recently learned that McCormick makes 16-ounce bottles for only $20. Oh. Culver's is, I don't like Culver's as much as I like Portillo's, but Culver's is just like it's a burger joint. They specialize in butter burgers, which are basically just like smash burgers cooked in butter. You're a gassy individual. Okay. I was diagnosed with chronic heartburn when I was 17 and lactose intolerance when I was 22. So, like, what do you want from me? I'm playing Sheepy. Thought it's a cozy game, turned out it's not. Ooh. Rip. This is so like 10 years ago. I'm not that old. What? It's only been 8. 8? Yeah, I'll be 25 this year. I'll be 25 this year? I'm sure it doesn't get any better. Guys, I'm getting impatient, so I'm gonna slowly add my chocolate and butter mixture to my egg and sugar mixture. So that it's technically, isn't this called tempering technically? I just don't want it to, I want it to get to temperature. I don't want the butter to cook the eggs. I wish I had a third hand. That would be nice. I could have just put like a paper towel under. Surely it's not warm enough to cook the eggs, but you can never be too careful when you're baking. Okay, and also, after adding half of the mixture, it's probably brought the mixture up to temp. I'm gonna dump the rest in. Give me a second. What are you guys saying in chat? Not a fan of Culver's buns. A good burger needs a good bun. Yeah, I suppose so. See, that was Merle's fault, for sure. I usually go there for the chicken tendies. Their chicken tendies are pretty freaking good. All right. I am mixing everything together. Tendies? Yeah. They're freaking yummy. They also have these buffalo ones. They're actually pretty spicy. But the breading on them is really good. When did I get chocolate literally all over my hands? Why am I covered in freaking poo? When did that happen? There's freaking diarrhea everywhere, guys. It's a little ridiculous. Anyways. Guys, I have to clean the fourth cup again. You know, I swear I was more prepared today than I was for the pink cake. But the pink cake took 5 hours. The pink cake took a long time. That was kind of crazy. I won't even lie. But everyone liked the pink cake. It was good. We should make more stuff from Stardew Valley. What do you think? Guys, our batter is looking a lot like freaking brownie batter. Isn't that crazy? Crazy how that works. You know, the last time I tried to make brownies, I like looked up cakey brownie recipe because for this millionth time, hi Axel, I like cakey brownies. This recipe should have just been called chocolate cake. Cause it was just chocolate cake. They were not brownie at all. It was just cake. It was like a brownie flavored cake. I don't know how to describe it. So I'm really hoping that this recipe is, well, based on the pictures, it's not like that. But also I am going to add some baking powder because I do want it to be more cakey than it's like in the pictures, but not as cakey as it was. I think I'm only going to add half a teaspoon. Not as cakey as it was the time when I did it that time. Anyways, I'm adding 3/4 cup of flour to our egg chocolate mix. Boom. That should be the last I need that. And I will also be adding pinch of salt. Jumping jacks are on in a baking stream, huh? We already did some. Please, Axel. I'm gonna add a pinch of salt. It's about yay much. And then I'm gonna add half a teaspoon of baking powder. The recipe does not call for it, but I want the brownies to be fluffier. I want them to rise and be fluffier. Hopefully, it'll be fine, right? Surely this won't mess up the whole recipe. Axel! Well, too late now. Okay, I have all of my ingredients in. Well, almost all. I'm gonna give this a nice mix. Why is it so... Yuck. What happened? What happened? What happened? It should not be this thick. At least I think it shouldn't be this thick. I think it was probably the eggs cooled down the butter hardened. Yeah. Remember when I was like, oh, I don't want the butter to heat up the eggs. The eggs cooled down the butter. Check that out. Oh! It's actually good though. Usually brownie batters are thicker than like cake batters and stuff. I knew that when I was making those cakey brownies that like it was going to be more cake than brownie because of how thin and runny the batter was. But at that point, I had already made an entire batter, so I wasn't going to stop. I mean, and they tasted really, I love chocolate cake. So I really liked the brownie flavored cake that I made. But I was trying to make brownies. So it was a little, you know? Okay, I have all my ingredients mixed up. Now here's what we're gonna do. I've had this bar of baking chocolate for so long. Doesn't expire till 2027. But I've had it for so long, and I figured we could just cut up half of it and put it in the brownie. Now, my boyfriend doesn't really like when there's like chocolate chips and stuff and brownies. I don't care. I'm gonna put them in. Oh, my boyfriend will eat them all, for sure. I'm gonna take roughly, God, and you guys are gonna have to watch me cut on the countertop again because no, I don't have a freaking cutting board. And to be honest, cutting boards are stupid. It's just another thing that I have to clean. Put down a couple paper towels and then wipe your counter. It'll be so freaking easy. So it seems like amazing. I'm gonna take half the bar and I'm gonna chop it up and I'm gonna put it in the freaking batter. Yeah, I believe you. You have pretty teeth. Ah, thank you. Axel, hello. Who's hungry? I'm getting low-key triggered. By me? By me? I'll literally cry. I thought she'd cut the chocolate in the silvery thing. No. I'm gonna peel it. By you cutting on the counter, I don't... Camera? Camera? Hey! I'm still here. Camera? Thank you. Anyways, yeah, listen, I know cutting right on the counter is not... But listen, this thing, cheap ass little piece of furniture from like Wayfair or something. It's not like I'm cutting on like a good countertop. Anyways, we're gonna chop up this chocolate bar and we're gonna try not to cut ourselves. And it's gonna be fantastic. Man, people make cutting chocolate look so easy. What the hell? This is hard as dick. Oh, they also usually cut it on like a diagonal. Oh. Wait, why is that actually easier? Wait, so someone explain the science to me. Why is cutting on a diagonal easier than on a straight? Don't worry about it. Whose dick? Mine? Hi, Benji. I appreciate that you put a napkin, though. Yeah. I mean, like, I'm gonna clean up, and this is, like, a cheapo thing, so I'm not worried about it. Alright. I have half a bar of chocolate cut into chunks, and also shavings, which are everywhere, and... Listen, I don't even think a cutting board would have stopped all of these chocolates, and I am using a lot of paper towels, and I apologize. Anyways. Half a bar of chocolate into the brownie mix. Axel. Alrighty. Let's get this. Wait. How's my mic, by the way? Is everything fine? Is everything okay? I'm mixing in the chocolate chunks into our batter. And then we're going to grease our pan and get that in there. Good, thank you. Okay. Want them evenly dispersed. You could also just add chocolate chips, but I've had this bar for so long that I really wanted to use it. Making sure all the flour is also gone. Nakari. All right. Once again, I don't have any Pam. So I will be using just a nubbin of butter to grease my pan. And probably a sprinkle of flour as well. Never put my hair up. We already made. Listen, if there's a. Oh, it's a I thought it was a hair. There's a scratch. And I'm sure it's fine. Anyways, I'm going to take this little nubbin of butter and completely coat my pan in butter. I'm gonna need a bigger nubbin. If you have Pam, use Pam. Stardew Valley mentioned. I'm so addicted to spray-on flour that I restock when I don't have it. Have at least one can. Usually baking Pam is like really good, but I didn't know I was going to be baking brownies until I had already done the grocery shopping for the week, and I didn't feel like going back to the store. Make sure you really get the corners. Butter all over my hands. And if you're worried about how much I'm manhandling this butter, I washed my hands. And also it's going into an oven. Any spare germy gonna get absolutely incinerated. It's fine. Now, if I took my hand and just went, "You want butter?" and I shoved it in your mouth, then you could, like, probably call the police if someone does that to you, actually. I don't think that's normal. If someone comes up to you on the street with a handful of butter and just opens your lips and put it in, don't let that happen. Don't let that happen. And that's a rock fact. Poll for the people. Frosting or no frosting on brownies? Fuck frosting on brownies. Frosting on cake is already, like, not my favorite. Frosting on brownies? No. You're doing entirely too much. Guys, the amount of butter under my nails right now is concerning. It's so buttery. All right. Ow! The sink water's too hot. Okay, I'm also gonna take a little sprinkle of flour and put it in the pan. Have you considered making your partner go to the store for you? Great idea. No frosting. It's a lot, right? I don't eat anything that has chocolate in it unless it's dark chocolate because milk, white, or other chocolates are too sweet. Crazy. If they're those super thick, semi-sweet brownies, then yes. I'm also no frosting person, but I know some diehard brownie with frosting people. That's crazy. That is wackadoodle to me. Okay. Take our flour. You only need a little bit. So I have butter and flour in this pan, and I'm gonna move it around until the whole bottom is coated. Oh my gosh, we have Pam at home. And then I'm gonna take this over the sink and I'm gonna get the sides. Oh! Oh. Oh, well, I kind of wiped off some on... It'll be fine. No, I didn't fuck anything up. It'll be fine. Listen. Okay, I missed like just a couple little spots. Kind of like rubbed it off with my finger. But it should be okay because maybe the brownies won't even rise to that level and it'll be fine. I'm gonna scoop my brownie batter into this. I don't feel like doing the whole butter thing again. Oh my god, this... You know what? It might be easier to just... It's thick. It's thick. We're gonna get all of the brownie batter into the freaking pan. You usually will have to spread brownie batter out. Everything's fine. No, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's because the butter is cool. It's gotta heated it up. You guys need to trust the process. When have I made something that didn't turn out yummy? Literally never. Actually, one time I made this recipe that was like a... It was like a stuffed... It was like an unstuffed pepper recipe. And it was vile. It was so nasty. It was so acidic. It felt like I was eating spoonfuls of vomit. Anyways, I'm gonna spread the batter in our pan till it's nice and even. Oh, guys. I can tell I could tell I good job greasing the pan because the batter's pulling away from the sides. All right, I'm trying to get it pretty smooth on top and even. I feel like there's some chunks. Specifically in that corner. You guys lick the spoon? I don't usually. Drink? Mother. What am I supposed to? You know, one of these baking streams, I'm gonna learn to keep my water bottle actually around. One of these days. At my age? Nah, that's crazy. Well, pancakes and cakes have different consistencies than brownies. That's why it's different. There's not as much liquid in a brownie recipe than there is in a cake recipe. There's usually more butter, more eggs, oil, sometimes milk. So, did I fling that into the pan? I was never a lick the spoon kind of person. Tastes like brownie batter. I'm gonna bake this for, we got our brownie batter in our pan. I'm gonna bake this for 25 minutes. We'll see how it comes out. It's going in a 350 degree oven. I'll do 22 minutes and then check on it. How does that sound? Poll for the people, frosting or no frosting on pancakes? I actually probably have had frosting on pancakes. It's probably like, I definitely remember going to IHOP as a child and getting like the special birthday cake pancakes that probably had frosting on them. But IHOP pancakes don't count. My pasta storage, it's just a bin full of boxes of pasta. I actually am not, I do have pasta storage. It's just a bin full of pasta. Love some diddlini. The spaghetti, I didn't have a container for it, but it was open, so I put the open half in a bag, but the bag can't close because it's too, so anyways, yeah. That's my freaking pasta storage, and I actually have like a bunch of ramens and stuff too, but I don't really count it. Don't do that. Don't lean on a counter you were just baking on. There's a lot of crumblies. Did you not change your oven and microwave clock after the time? No. No. Actually, I think the oven is, but the microwave is not. What time is it? 4:16? Should we do it together? We could do it together as friends. How do I do it? Set clock. 4:17. Did it! There was a time change this weekend? Yeah. Ramen should be stored with your other junk food. Unless it's bulldog or shin, then it can go with the real food. Right. Yeah. The oven was definitely changed. The microwave was not. Oh well. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna freaking do? Yeah. And you know, I'm surprised that you could see that, actually. What does the stream look like? Because I'm looking at you guys through OBS. Well, it looks like a bunch of used paper towels and That's about it. Hey, can you guys see me on Twitch? There you are. Anyways. Guys, my legs hurt so bad. Bulgarian split squats hurt. They hurt. I did other exercises as well. Floating head. TikTok sees my neck. All right, let's clean up. Let's clean up just a little bit. That's all garbage. Guys, serious question. How do I stop getting newspapers? I don't want them. Although I guess I am actually going to do a project. So remember the vending machine that I was talking about? Well, I have this box. Freaking box. And I'm thinking I could paint it and make it my own vending machine and take it to like a convention. I want to trust somebody so much like you trust that shirt. Listen, if I bend over like this, it's not like there's gonna be much to see anyways. Let's be honest, okay? I mean, romanceable vending machine. Maybe. I could like turn it into a kissing booth. Guys, this shirt has a freaking oil stain on it. And I know that literally all I have to do is like put some Dawn on it, but I don't want to. I have had this pile of clothes in my closet that is quite literally like six articles of clothing. And they have been sitting there for months. I mean, for months. But they're all hand wash only clothes. And so I just don't know what to do with. I have to hand wash them, but I don't want to. Did you make enough brownies to share with chat? No. God, remember when, like, that is such a stupid rule in school. Where they're like, if you have something, you need to make sure you have enough for the rest of the class. Shut up. Maybe I want a cupcake in my lunchbox. It's not my fault your guys' moms are weird and only pack you carrot sticks. My mom put a freaking Twinkie in my lunchbox. Loser. Advertise it as a kissing booth and have it literally just vend Hershey Kisses. That is such a good idea. Wait, that's actually such a good idea. Yeah, screw that rule. How am I supposed to smuggle in 24 vapes for us all? Exactly. I remember in high school, it was like my senior year of high school, there was a Bible study, I believe, every Friday in the class, like in the classroom where I had my first period class. So every Friday they had Bible study in there in the morning, and they would bring like breakfast to the Bible study. Like they'd bring like donuts, or I think one time they made it like they brought an entire waffle maker, and there was always leftovers, and I would always get to class early, and I would take all of the leftovers from Bible study. It was great. It was fantastic. It got to a point where I was getting into class early, where they were like, we're saving this for Natalie. Like I would walk in, and the teacher would be like, Natalie, we had waffles today. And would just give me a whole ass waffle. Or like give me donuts or something. And I remember I literally would just call it Free Food Friday. I'm not a thief. They would give it to me. It was Bible study. They were nice people. They abandoned the food, exactly. So I would eat, and usually I would get there so that no one else could take it though, because if there was food left over, there was like 2 things left over, and there was like 20 people in my class, so like we can't all share one waffle, guys. Anyways, after weeks of stealing, no. I always got the green light. Because one of my friends who was in the class was in the Bible study, and the teacher of the class was the Bible study teacher. Teacher? I don't even think he was Catholic. I think he literally was just like, no one else is willing to observe the club because you need like a teacher sponsor for the club. So he's like, I'll do it. Anyways. Yeah. It was great. Loved that. Loved that freaking class. And then one time I walked in and there was no free food. And then a friend in the class literally just went, Natalie, I got munchkins this morning. You want some? And gave me like 6 munchkins. It was great. Could have gotten in early and read the Bible or whatever it is Bible study groups do. I mean, I could have, but then I would have to like go in early. I don't want to do that. I want to show up late and still reap the benefits. My water bottle's empty. But it was great, man. I loved senior year of high school. It was freaking fantastic. And let me tell ya, I am so lucky because when I don't want to wait any longer. Is Penny best girl? Sure. Yes. Because you said it twice. So I'll give it to you. When COVID hit and everything, it was the year after my senior year. So my senior year was amazing. I loved senior year of high school. Like the last like month of high school, probably some of the best days of my life. I won't even lie. I had 0 responsibilities. Well, not 0. I had a job and like sports and school, but I basically had 0 responsibilities. I was hanging out with my friends and my boyfriend like every freaking day. We were going on trips. School didn't matter anymore. We were playing Wii Sports in class. Getting dismissed to go to vending machines in the school. It was great. And then when COVID hit, it was halfway through my freshman year of college. And usually colleges make you live in, lucky bitch. Usually colleges make you live in, I'm 24. Yeah, I'm 24. Colleges make you live in the dorm for an entire year, but I only had to live in a dorm for half a year. And also the beginning of college wasn't very nice for me. So I am glad I got to restart sophomore year. And then all my classes were online. And I know some online classes like sucked, but all of my classes were like talking about writing and stuff. Like it was always a class that you could have just taken online anyways. I mean, you couldn't just take it online anyways. Like that wasn't an option, but like since COVID, it was an option. And so it was great. I would roll out of bed at 9:15, hop on my Zoom call at 9:30, finish all my classes by 2, and just chill. It was great. Specifically 2021, which was the second half of junior and first half of senior year for me, was superior. No creepy ass boyfriends. My friend group got along. I wasn't that depressed. It was fantastic. Then my friend group broke apart my last semester and no one talks anymore. Aw, rip. I'm 21 this year. You can drink in America. Anyways. Man, Automod, like, held Axel calling me a bitch. And that sucks. I wish I could reach and allow that chat to go through. But I can't. So do I. Nakari, you can literally do something about that. Ooh! That's unbelievable. And here I was gonna give, a couple lucky chatters a brownie, but whatever. 20 jumping jacks? How many? They probably patched it now, but back when I was in school, you could cheat on online tests by using inspect element. I never had an online test in school. Everything was on paper. What do you mean American people just discovered they can open windows to let air in? What? We knew we could do that. We've always been able to do that. It's like one of the American, like, picture things, like, picture America, you picture, like, a pie sitting out on an open windowsill. 20? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does the audio sound weird with me jumping? What am I at? 14? 15? 16? 17? It's hitting my collarbone. The mic is bouncing and hitting my collarbone. Wait, how many did I do? That's enough. I have this shit on my For You page. Well, they're stupid. And it's not true. We have to do that to save money in the spring, yeah. Because you can't just turn on your freaking... It's like when it starts getting hot, but you don't want to turn on the air conditioning because you don't want to go out and take the cover off of it and, like, hose it down. And so you just start opening all the windows and putting on all the fans and stuff. It's to let the pie smell out. I don't do the German open all the windows and freeze the house in the winter to get all fresh air and prevent mold, but we open the windows. I'm amazed at how the mic is still on. Yeah, honestly, the clip is kind of insane. The magnet is so strong too. I didn't use the magnet this time, but the magnet is really strong too. Like 25. Did I really? Don't remind me that task is gonna have to be done at some point now that it's spring. Yeah. I have the windows open all year and I only close them during night at winters. Yeah, I don't open the windows very often. When I was in Washington, the windows were open all the time because the houses just couldn't... The apartment complex just... If it was hot outside, it was hotter inside. Like, it was ridiculous. If it was cold outside, it was somehow colder inside. Like, it was crazy. But I do love a good chill from a window. I feel like I just make a lot of noise, and I live in an, like, area where there's a bunch of people. I don't want them to hear me. There's, like, families and stuff. I don't want them to hear me talking about how much I want to fuck a freaking group of pixels, you know? They don't need to hear that. There's, like, an elderly couple next door and, like, a young family right over there. I'm not, Imagine me playing Poppy Playtime and I'm yelling about stupid fucking Lily Love braids. Hi, Tom. I would open my windows, but it's super windy where I'm at, like 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Yikes. We had crazy winds on Friday. My boyfriend's flight got delayed 12 hours. Well, it got canceled. Then he got a new flight that also got canceled. Then he got delayed like twice. It was crazy. Let's see what the wind is. Wind is enemy number 1. Our gusts are only 14 miles. You have great timing. How is there still 3 minutes left? Oh, guys. Oh, guys. The brownies look freaking good. Anyways, I wish I had more to talk about. I know. Wind in your city? Impossible. Right? Just like me, your air traffic controller, I would have gotten him to his destination. Period. Easy. Holy. What? Why are we yelling? It's 10 p.m. I have to sleep. Show the brownies. I can't. They're not done. They're going to be done in 2 minutes. Wait 2 minutes. Any future baking streams planned? Not really. English. I mean, I definitely want to bake more. Oh my god, I love this song. Then Ray. You need to cook them, not fry them. What? I've seen TikTok recipes saying you can, but I've never tried it. Wait, what? Oh, can I make brownies in the air fryer? Oh. I didn't see Royal Cat's message. Oh, you need to bake them, actually? Not cook them? There's definitely other things I want to make. Well, we have to do like a 12-hour baking stream one day. And then, actually, what should we make? What do you guys want? Not like actually want. I can't ship out food. It's kind of, isn't that, there's like laws against that, no? I can't sell it, but I could probably just ship it for free. What the hell are we baking for 12 hours? Well, we could make another cake. We could make ice creams. We could make cookies and more brownies. And we could make macarons for the first time. I've never made macarons. We could cook too. Like, we don't have to bake. We could cook. We could find a recipe to like cook. You didn't hear that? Make one of those pies you guys make there. Shepherd's pie. Never had shepherd's pie. Do something you've never baked before. Okay, next baking stream, we should make macarons. Maybe we won't. Does Matt have a mic? No. Maybe next time we should make macarons. Maybe we won't do 12 hours, but whatever. 12 hours, we want a barbecue stream. What? Why am I being yelled at? I didn't even open my mouth. It was all on the inside. Get us a smoker and take us in the backyard? Can't. Macarons. We're gonna make macarons. Let me see if it's done. God, no. I shook the tray and the inside just went so it's not done. In 12 hours, you can make a full course meal. Yeah. 12 hours is a long time. We could do a 8-hour baking stream. But we need to make macarons. We can make breads. Make a bread. We could start a bread and then it starts proofing and then we start a batter for something else and then we knead it and then we finish the batter for something else and then while it's proofing again and then we bake and then while it's proofing and we bake and then we bake and then we Take chat on a date. Cook us an appetizer, entree, and dessert. Fantastic idea. I should like set up like a menu and you guys can vote on what you want to see. And what the hell, Nakari? You don't want to come along on the date? What the fuck? What? We could make croissants. Yeah. No, I'm gay. I'm married, I'm going on this date. Thank you, latte. You can't afford me. Okay. So fuck that idea, I guess. You guys suck. This will be my last stream. Ever. Good luck. You'll never know what it's like to marry and divorce all of the characters in Ridgeside Valley or whatever it's called. Okay. It was a good run. No! What are we doing? Okay, but I think it would be fun to do just like maybe a full course meal. Have little we could do like we could literally make like the free bread you would get when you sit down, and then we could make an appetizer, then we can make a starter and an entree and a palate cleanser, then a dessert. You know what I mean? Oh. I don't know why the camera hates me today. Just dipping in and out of consciousness. You know? That sounds like a really fun idea. Guys, you know what I got at the store the other day? Did any of you guys used to have these in school? Bosco sticks. Dude, they taste exactly like they did 15 years ago. Damn, really was like 15 years ago. Cheese? Nope. You don't like cheese? Make your stream title Dating My Chat and go in the just chatting category. Okay. Wait, that's kind of smart. I swear you knew that. Did I? I only just found out about the no meat thing. No cheese? Maybe I did know and I just forgot. Maybe I did know and I forgot. I think we could use like 2 more minutes. Get some dollar store tea candles and set the mood. Oh my god, I will. Wait, I will. Can I be honest? Oh. What the fuck, Nakari? Set the camera in front of you on the table and have a plate in front of it for chat. Yeah, wait. Yeah. Yes. The exact same pants, but bigger. Like my jeans. Guys, there's a hole in my pants. It's in my pocket. I don't know if you can see that. Chat, don't date her. She'll just leave you when she gets your portrait. Yeah. It's like I'm dating someone and I'm like, hey, you want to go to JCPenney really quick and do a little photo shoot? And they're like, I mean, sure, I guess. And then the second we get our pictures back, I'm like, hey, this isn't gonna work out. Set up a throne beforehand in case you get any of those viewers. Right. I'll string her along and say that my 14 heart event doesn't come for several years. That's funny. Yeah. Okay, well, now I have to create a menu. But it's gonna be something that I want to eat. I don't care what you guys want to eat. You guys can't even actually eat it. But maybe I should make a menu though of like, you know how it's like you give a child choices, but all the choices are fine, so you give them the illusion of choice? That's what I'm gonna do for you guys. I shouldn't be saying this out loud. I'll post in the Discord like a menu and you guys can all vote on what you want. You know? Dude, there's no way. It is still so jiggly in the middle. What am I supposed to do? Sorry, my 12 heart event requires it to be a Tuesday in the summer with green rain. I only accept mermaid's pendants after the first 7 dates. Perfect. I gotta reach 8 hearts and then give you a bouquet first. Oh my god, I could get you guys flowers. That'd be cute. Chicken nuggets and spaghetti versus chicken tenders and tomato pasta versus chicken parm. Exactly. I actually never made a chicken parm, but I don't really like chicken parm. What was I gonna do? I was gonna grab one of my freaking spearmint toothpicks. I gotta get normal toothpicks. My 14 heart event requires you to have seen my 12 heart event and never spent any money at Pierre. But you have to buy the bouquet from Pierre. So what am I supposed to do about that? Anyways. I'm dipping this toothpick in. If it comes out completely... Oh, it's like so hot in this freaking oven. Guys, I don't think it's done. You know, someone's telling me it's not done. How hot is the oven? 350. Whatever. It's so hot in this oven. Yeah, that's probably what my ancestors were saying back in 1945 too. Anyways. Wait for the traveling merchant to sell it on year 5. Jeez Louise. Wait, does she actually do that? Every time I think I'm gonna leave because of her blatant infidelity, she turns our kids into birds and I get dragged back in. I think when you put it in an 8x8 pan like you did, it takes the longest. Yeah, for sure. Well, I don't have like a bigger square pan. I have a Pyrex dish, but I didn't want to make super thin brownies because our batter was so thick. I didn't want to spread it too thin because then it wouldn't rise as much and we'd get like yay thick brownies. We'd get like 20 of them, but yeah. Yeah, I think only Nakari and Tom can do it though. I don't know why. Or I guess Cheese too, but Cheese getting ready for bed. Yeah, you'd have enough to share with Twitch chat. Do VIPs get anything other than like being recognized? You know, Merle only has VIP because Merle bought it. You guys could buy it from him. And then Merle has to buy it again. And then Merle won't have enough money? Channel points to end stream during the 24-hour stream. It's so hot in this oven. That's crazy. Looks like you gotta watch more streams. Ah! Anyways, what are we doing? GG's. Fish are people. Did I say that during the 12-hour stream? When we were playing Umigari? Almost there. It's time for bed. Is it? I'm tired. Sheep. Have you tried being a terrorist? I find it very entertaining. Okay, well. Oh, that's cool. Merle, I'll be honest, you took VIP from someone else who was VIP in my chat, and they don't come to chat really anymore. I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, I haven't seen so-and-so in chat in a while. But well, I'm not just, well, actually, I could tell you. Anyways, not the tea being spilled. Tom, what, I genuinely, have you ever hit it? Have you ever hit it? I'd love to know. Hey! Check that shit out. I was top of the board for a while. Not anymore. I still don't even know how that works. Nakari set it all up. The oven's gonna go off again. Oh! Wait, I want to see the leaderboard. What are the odds? Yeah, what are the freaking odds? Can we scam people? It's still a little jiggly. Jigglypuff, Jigglypuff. TikTok can't even see me. I fear I'm going to burn myself. Motherfucker. That shit is not cooked. What? What? Wait, I want to see. I want to check the leaderboards with you guys. I want to see. I want to be a part of the fun. Jesus Christ. There's no way. There's no way you have that many. There's no, I literally refuse to believe that all those points are legitimate. I refuse to believe. Guys, I can just spy on all of you. Isn't that freaky? Seems a little freaky. Hey, I know that guy. Wow. Yeah, yeah. This is okay. Anyways, you only have 0 points. That's funny. Anywho, could you revoke points? Am I allowed to do that? Can I? I don't know if I can. Well, obviously. I need. Yo! Nice job, Axel. Wait, let me see. Is that allowed? Let me click on Nakari's name. Jesus Christ, your account was created in 2011? Yikes. Nope, that's just your account. That's just your account. I would be #1 easily, but someone never set the points up. We had Twitch in 2011. I remember using Twitch for a brief period in like 7th grade, which was 2013. That's crazy. Wait, I'm spying on you. 2009? Damn, I wonder if I had my old account, which I don't even remember. I think my old account was called Cupcaker100. I don't remember. But I would watch Minecraft streamers. I'd watch like old. Congrats, you did it. I did what? But I'm also not even 30. Whack. I would watch old Minecraft streamers. I just liked when they replied to me. But also, I probably shouldn't have been doing that because I was 12. I was 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You should gamble. My PR is 14. 14? Who do you think is the best husband in Stardew Valley and why is it Penny? Husband? Hey, you're from TikTok. I recognize your name. All right. I feel like the edges are getting dry, but the middle is still a little gooey. We've been infiltrated. Jeez Louise, Nakari! What is your freaking problem? It's got... Wow, it smells really like mint. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave it in there. I'm gonna turn it off. Turn it off. Leaving it in there for like 5 minutes. For like 5 minutes. Slay. Oh, top. That's so silly. Wait. 37. Ooh. Ooh. That's over a billion. Billion. Wait. Yeah, Noodly is young. Jesus Christ. That is a billion. I didn't even read. Okay, I will, Axel. Good night. Noodly is... Wait. When was my first... I think my first stream was technically in April. I've been streaming for almost 3 years. Yikes. Rip. Good night. Have a good sleep. Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare. What the hell? Were you not? No, Nakari was following before you. Pretty sure. Biatch. Too long, I'm unfollowing. What the hell? That's crazy. Oh my god, you actually unfollowed and refollowed. What the heck? What is that? Poggy Woggy. How did that even start? I don't even remember. Period. It still counts. Maybe it takes like a day. Maybe it takes a day, actually. You know? They can say what they like. But all I know is everything's gonna be alright. Guys, I'm bored. These freaking brownies. Guys, I need to finish the Stardew Valley video. What would you say if I like went live, but I know you guys are the only thing keeping me entertained right now? What if I went live, but it was just me and my face, and you couldn't hear anything, and you couldn't see anything but just my face, and it was me editing. And then, yeah. When are we playing marbles? When more people care. Wait, can we play like real marbles? I don't have the space for that setup. Where you throw them and you try and hit the big marble. So, co-working stream. Yeah, I guess so. I actually can't believe that some like study with me streams have that many viewers. It's just shocking how big the niche actually is. I forgot marbles is a thing. I haven't seen anyone stream that in years. So true. What? Let's try it. A co-working stream? Or I'm just editing? Mm-hmm. I'd rather stream League of Legends. Hi! Honestly, it's the only way I do laundry sometimes. I break the whole thing down and put my phone and TV on it so I'm not distracted. That makes sense, actually. I can see how it would help, for sure. I think my first instinct would be like, stream it. I want to play League of Legends. I do. I really freaking do. I'm just gonna take these out. I'm sick. I'm sick of them. Brownie! Brownie. Oh, I almost closed the oven on my freaking arm. Hospital stream! Take us on a road trip to play games. Ooh, like, could I spy? I would watch you stream League, but just know you've only seen my trolling at maybe 5%. I would go 110% on League. Listen, I don't think there's anything you can say to me about me playing League that hasn't already been said to me. It wouldn't affect me. It was easy coming back to you once I figured it out. My throat hurts, kind of. Okay, I actually don't know if it was to me or to one of my teammates, but my team was, it was the N-word hard R. So that's cool. Oh, on League? Yes. Pretty much, okay, I actually haven't encountered that many slurs. Not that many. That one was crazy. But people have just, like, really talked about how ass I am, and then, like, there was that one guy that was like, no one should ever have to play with you. No one should ever have to play with you as their ADC, and he perma-roamed at 5 minutes. That was so sad. And what was your response? There was 5 of us, and all 5 of us just went, whoa! And then everyone was in the chat like, can we relax? It is not that serious, because they said it multiple times. That dude's account is gone, for sure. Side to side for attention, up and down. Tom! Tom! Mom go Sky. I hope Mom go Sky. I think the worst I ever said to someone was get a life. Because there was this fuck-ass Fizz, and he was pissing me off, and I was like the only squishy on a team like full of random freaking like tanks and everything. Hi, Matt. Professional cook. Not me. That's good for you, though. I like cooking like the average person. I'm not opposed to using a box mix. I'm not opposed to using an instant, a little pre-made spice packet. But I feel like I actually cook pretty well. Anyways, this Fizz was targeting me this whole game. Like, literally would just jump past my teammates, kill me, and then jump away. And I literally just went, Fizz, get a life. That's the most I've ever said to anyone in League. The worst trash talkers in League are always the worst players, too. They get toxic on everyone else for not carrying them better. Yeah. See, but then you have, like, all of a sudden you have, like, good teammates and you're performing well. Everyone performs well when everyone is just working together and, like, not acting like this is going to be the end of the world, because at the end of the day, it is just a video game. And then I tend to do better, and it's great. Then my support is like, dude, you're huge, you're awesome, you're so huge. And I'm like, not me, thank you. My cooking level, having a full spice rack, but only McCormick's level of spices. Yeah, my spice game isn't even that good. I'm missing, like, some turmeric. Missing some, like, spice. By spice, I mean like spicy spice, you know. Ooh, brownies. Wow, they really need to cool. Is that burnt? Nope. Guys, they look yummy. There is 3 little dots in the middle from where I stuck uh toothpicks in. GTA Online got rid of voice and text chat. It dramatically reduced the toxic level. They got rid of it fully? Those are called stab wounds. Can a brownie get a wound? Really? I like how this is we should have changed the category to just chatting. Guys, I like having these conversations with you. There was something that I wanted to talk about, and I'm just now remembering it, but I don't remember what it was. But I remember standing in my bathroom being like, talk about this on stream. Proximity chat greatly enhances my enjoyment of a game. I agree. Hi, cheese. The brownies are out of the oven. They're cooling. Brownies. Wait, I actually saw these streamers do a proximity chat in League, and it looked really fun. Don't look at us like it's our fault you forgot. What? I have a topic. What? Say it. Also, we can't do proximity chat when we play League because guys don't half. I guess 2 people don't. I don't know if you'll like it. No, say it. No, say it. Or send it to me and I'll say it. I can veto it. Chat doesn't have to know. It's gonna get morbid. Oh, then I love it. Like Merbler rhymes with Gerbder. I forgot I'm live on TikTok as well. Any stream that's not Stardew Valley does absolutely abhorrent on TikTok. Let's be honest. Let's go check out TikTok. Why don't we? Hey, TikTok. Hey, my one viewer. That's just how TikTok rolls. It's okay to be proud, but you don't need to brag. Is it asking who everyone's favorite serial killer is? Just don't get banned again. Listen, I would love to not get banned again. That's why I'm gonna have to dance around this subject. Captain Crunch. What's the lore behind that? What do you mean, Captain Crunch? Who is my favorite? Oh, I get it. I get it. Cause I get it. Cause cereal, I get it. You look really scrumptious today. Stop. Keep going. Guys, I looked up licorice root sticks to gnaw on because I want to gnaw on something. You know? What was I gonna look up? Cereal. mm, mm. List of. Oh, I would say John Wayne Gacy, because he was in my area. Not when I was alive, but when my dad would have been a victim. So that's scary, you know? Actually, my my boyfriend's dad's best friend had a job interview with him for the week after he got caught. Like, they set up this whole phone interview, and then my boyfriend's dad's best friend called him and was like, hey, I have this interview for a job. We're just doing like housework, like carpentry stuff, right? He was like, you should come with to the interview and we could both get a job. And just like, because I think he was saying that he was going to pay like a crazy amount of money, right? And then the next week they found all of the boys in his basement. Yikes! And then he was like, I guess we're not gonna go to that job interview. Blackpink is also in your area. Blackpink in your area. Anywho, that's a fun little fact. No? I feel like that's good lore. That's good lore. You know what's lore that I found out? My grandpa used to be a pool shark. Jack the Ripper. Jack the Ripper. You scared everyone away. Oh. It wasn't me. That's just something that I know that happened. Why am I being punished? Like darkness and hysteria. The light on my oven was still on. Hysteria. Bum, 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 bum. It's still too warm to take out of the pan. I don't know, but it's valid. Okay. Okay, fine, whatever you say. God, there really was. Oh, you know what happened to me last night? Guys, I started dreaming before I fell asleep. I had this, she's doing fine. If you round up to the next 10,000, she has as many viewers as Doug Doug right now. Yep. One time when I was a younger lad, maybe 16, 17, my grandmother was getting her cabinets redone, but she was out of town, so I watched her house while the guy worked on them. Then later I learned that guy got arrested for being a diddler. Tom, you could have gotten freaking diddled. That's so scary. Yeah, it's kind of like my 8th grade teacher, where he was like my favorite teacher, and he would like say really nice things to me about like getting through middle school and whatnot, because I was kind of really struggling and I did really well in his class. And then like 4 or 5 years ago, he got like 14 counts of sexual assault on a minor thrown at him, and he tried to flee the country, and he was caught at the border trying to flee the country, and so they put him under house arrest, and then he broke out of house arrest and is still currently on the run. I lost connection for a minute. What's happening? Man, Samsung would have asked something crazy right there. So now we know where Diddy got his nickname from. Yeah, I guess I wasn't cute enough for him or something. Fucking rude. I used to work with a guy who got arrested. Jesus Christ. My dog is bald. The dog groomer did their job, but now she doesn't look like a massive dust ball. I hate when that happens, actually. I love when my dogs look like little fuzz balls. Anyways, my middle school was fucked up. There was also that other teacher who got accused of sexual assault against a minor, and they like let her go. She like went on leave, and so I was in 7th grade and we had gone on a field trip that day. And when we all got back to school, everyone had a note taped to their locker explaining the situation about this teacher. And then a couple weeks later, she was found not guilty, and they hired her back. They hired her back. And all of the kids were afraid of her. So, my ninth grade English teacher kept flirting with a classmate of mine, and one time had a silent reading and didn't realize his computer was still projecting on the wall and accidentally opened. No. If I was her, I couldn't stand the embarrassment, right? And had other definitely not adults in adult images on his work computer. What? Yikes. Nikari. What the heck? Just unlocked a memory. The physics teacher at my high school was busted for solicitation at a park. First sign he was trouble, he was teaching physics at a high school in the hood. There was a teacher in my high school where he was a gym teacher and I actually had him one year. He was always like such a little creep to like the girls and stuff, and like sometimes we would go into like the weight room, and like usually the girls would just go on the treadmills and like walk on the treadmills and stuff. And he was known for like taking one of the back treadmills and just watching all the girls on like the bikes and the treadmills in front of him. And then he was fired. He was let go or politely asked to leave because I think he was tenured. Because he was fired my senior year, junior or senior year, because he called a kid the F slur. Someone pissed him off. I had a teacher who was very friendly with the female students, and his name was Mr. Chester. And it's like, if your name is Mr. Chester, you can't be creepy. It's too easy. He was 62, and his brother also worked after the school. After he got fired, and the brother was always also weird. Yuck. And something similar happened in Finland too, but only it was after school hours. Yeah. Crazy. One time when I was in middle school, someone wrote, "I hate periods" in period blood on the wall of the bathroom. That's just a fun fact. That's just a thing that happened. I don't think the thing is too hot, but I don't know actually. It's something normal. So, do you have any plans this weekend? Getting a new toilet? Getting a new toilet installed. The toilet downstairs kind of like it's constantly running. Something's broken. Got a new toilet? Listen, I don't know, Heisenberg. That's nice. I mean, the worst thing. Oh, one of the staff subs was a creepy old guy named Mr. Hanson. He started every class. "Hi, my name is Mr. Hanson, but it's okay if you want to call me Mr. Handsome." Mm. Mm. If it's constantly running, you only have to fix it and I'll replace it. We already bought a new one. Also, we've already had someone come in and look at it, and they were like, "Get a new one." Also, my uncle's gonna install it for free. So, would I rather pay a plumber like $600 to fix a broken toilet, or buy a $100 toilet and then have my uncle install it for free? You know? Just freaking rip it out. I'm getting impatient. I want multiple layers. I want to do this. You think I can do any of that, Big Merle? No, I can't. Maybe I could, actually. Yeah, let's cut around the pan. Let's loosen the edges. That's the problem. Oh, this is our brownies, by the way. I feel like YouTube would like to see it. You can kind of see the 3 holes from where I shoved a toothpick in there. Wait, that is completely unstuck. That also feels completely unstuck. Get out of my way. One second. It could be that they're not fully baked. I like how we can see the stab wounds. I could feel it loosen. It's gonna stay upside down for a second. I could flip it. I need more paper towel. Y'all better not yell at me about how many paper towels I'm using. Okay, listen. I don't have a good excuse. I actually don't have a good excuse. Hold on! No, it's fine. No. Okay, it's gonna stay like that. The problem is it's too warm. It's too warm. It's too warm. I can't move it. I'll just use the frickin'... There's only a couple crumbs on the... I have an idea. Why are there crumbs? Fucking paper towel. Bed, what the hell are... I don't have a big enough plate for these brownies. I don't know what you guys want. I don't have a plate big enough. That's why you think if I had a plate, I would use a plate. I don't have a plate. You guys act like I'm not thinking. I'm thinking. Okay? I'm doing the best with what I've got. Everything's fine. Now it's cooling on a cooling rack. See, it's fine. Anyways, what's happening? The crumbs will get to the floor, and if it's a chocolatey brownie, you have a dog, be careful. It'll be fine. But I don't have a dog, so it's for real fine. If I had a dog, you guys would know about it. Cause I would have the dog on stream all the freaking time. Oh, you guys can't even see me. Okay. You know, a lot of you guys were yelling at me when I was fucking up the brownies, and I don't appreciate it. Wait, I'm supposed to do another 20 jumping jacks? And if we didn't, I would be mad. Good. I think the whole chocolate is poisonous doesn't apply to the severity we think. Yeah, I think a dog would need to eat an entire chocolate cake with chocolate frosting for it to be, I mean, they'll probably throw up. But, okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Did it! This thing really is bothering me when it smacks me in the collarbone. Oh, rip. Damn, that sucks. God. Look at like the side of my head. Why does it look like it's still wavy, but it's straight? Kind of pisses me off. No, I'm not. No. No, I'm not. Guys, every time I do jumping jacks, it makes me want to burp. I think it's the chocolate you guys have that just has way less cocoa beans, because in Finland, if a dog eats like half a chocolate bar, they'll die. That's crazy. I wish I was a finished dog. Tom, knock it off. You're stuck here forever. Oh my god, I never finished what I was saying. So last night, I had a dream before I fell asleep. I was like starting to fall asleep, and all of a sudden this idea came into my head, and I was like, oh, that would be a really good book. Like a good book idea. And so I'm not gonna say it. And I was like, oh, I just did 60 jumping jacks. What do you mean? I was like, wow, this is a good idea. Like, I could elaborate on this by doing this, this, and that. And it would be like, this is that. And I was thinking about this idea as I was like falling asleep. Like, it just like came to me. And then I think I fell asleep still thinking of the idea, and I was just watching it play out like in my head as I was dreaming, like as I was asleep. And then I woke up and I was like, did I ever actually like fall asleep, or was I just still thinking about the idea I was thinking about? And I checked my phone and it was 6:30 in the morning, and I was like, oh my god. 60 in 2 hours, okay? Whatever. It's okay, I can think of a streamer that breathes hard after just doing one squat. I started a book from a thought that came to me half asleep. Yeah, I always... Noodly? No. I could do 10 squats right now. Well, actually, my legs hurt really bad, so I might not want to do that. We do some other exercises. We could do like to the side. You know, that'd be fun. This hurts. I'm in pain. Guys, exercising hurts. But that's how you know it's working. You know, do the other side. Anyways, I think the dream came to me before I actually did that. Before I actually fell asleep. What the hell is on my shoulder? I don't know, it's on the floor now. Well, no, not really. It shouldn't be painful, just kind of hard and exhausting. Well, like, it's hard, and then the next day it hurts because you're sore. And if you're sore, it hurts. What did I say? I said it hurts because you're sore, and then I said, and if you're sore, it hurts. Oh, I just want a brownie. I work out by repeatedly slamming my face into the wall. You saying that isn't helping? Anyways. Like playing with this hair. You know, I thought I lost this hair tie once. And then I put on a pair of jeans. You know how you put on a pair of jeans, you kind of gotta push down the pocket sometimes? Also, look at, girl pockets are a fucking joke. Why is half of my hand in my pocket and that's as deep as my pocket will go? Excuse me? That's ridiculous. I pushed my, put my hands in my pockets to push them down, and the hair tie was in them. And I was like, wow. Well, did you warm up and stretch before the exercise? No, and that's why it hurts. Don't do something if you're in pain. I mean, I don't do something if I'm in pain. If I start being in pain while I'm doing the exercise and it doesn't feel like good, like useful exercise, then like I'll stop. But I will be in pain afterwards. Brownie. Brownie. Now, usually I would cut an 8x8 square into 9 brownies, but they would be big ass freaking brownies. So I want to try and cut them into 12. I still think they need to cool. My boyfriend can fit 2 Red Bull cans in one pocket, and I lost a phone because it fell out of mine. Yeah. I literally have a hole in one of my pockets. Sucks. You can put your Kindle in your pocket. I guess back pockets aren't that bad, but I can fit barely my phone, and that's like halfway through. It is. You know why girl pockets are so small? It's so they can sell us purses. You ever think about that? You ever think about that? Look at my phone in my pocket. It goes all the way, well, it goes all the way in. Sorry, you guys are just staring at my butt. Stop. Stop. Don't. Anyways. So, I don't think TikTok's gonna like if I have that, actually. I don't think TikTok's gonna like if I'm wielding that, so I'm gonna put it down. I don't want to cut it yet. I feel like it's still gonna be too warm. I think I could put it in the fridge. You know why boys' pockets are so big? So they can carry all of our stuff. Yeah. Nice body. Thank you. Ban that guy. Don't put warm food into the fridge. Why? That's like the main, yeah, it's a tool to cool food down. Usually. Sometimes. Can break your fridge? What? It's not like I'm putting a piping hot... It's not like I'm putting a piping hot thing in there. It's warm. I'm sure if I put a boiling pot of water in there, it would be rough. But I'll put like warm leftovers and shit in the fridge. The fridge should cool it like it cools everything else. No? Am I crazy? Maybe we got different, maybe American fridges are different. Maybe American fridges are different. Because I'm pretty sure it's like a huge part about having a fridge is that you use it to like cool down, especially baked goods. You use it to cool down. Yeah. Oh, there's like no way that this fridge would break from a warm brownie being put in it. I'm sure this fridge uses more electricity than like the lights. It's going in the fridge. It's in the fridge now. Imagine you put hot food next to some butter. The butter will melt over and over and over again, and then it'll go bad and you'll get food poisoning. But the butter's not gonna melt. The butter is in the butter drawer, and the warm food is there, and it's not gonna. You kind of would hope that the butter's kept in the door, and also you would hope that your fridge would just cool the heat before the heat does anything. Yeah, heat goes up, but the butter ain't in the way. It is not hot enough to make the food warm in a fridge. There's just no way. There simply is no way. Like in this fridge, it's cold as hell. I'll put my hand in here for probably 10 minutes and I'm gonna get frostbite. The warm food is in no way warm enough to warm up the fridge. The fridge is too cold. Like the fridge is too. Remember when I said I was scared of the butter cooking the egg because the butter was warm? The eggs were actually cold, and it cooled down the butter before the butter could even cook the eggs. That's like the same thing that's happening in the fridge right now. That's why the batter was thick, because the butter was cooled and it's getting harder. Americans don't have to worry about the occasional hot food in the fridge shortening its life. Samsung and LG already took care of that by making fridges that only last a decade as it is. Yeah. Butter on the counter and a Butterbell. I don't have a Butterbell. See, that I don't really care about. I don't really trust. Also, yeah. I was gonna say also, it's like there's definitely plenty of preservatives in our butter that would make it from doing that anyways. Food needs to cool down 20 to 40 minutes if it's not piping hot. You know, there's actually like a lot of like, okay, like rice, for example. They pretty much say if you're not eating your rice immediately, put it in the fridge immediately. There's like I feel like there's so many foods where they're like, put it in the fridge right away. Warm food in the fridge I genuinely think it's probably a difference in the types of fridges we have. Like, you guys probably grew up learning that, but like everywhere, everywhere I've been, they're just like, put it in the fridge right away. Obviously, you don't put hot food in the fridge. Like, I wouldn't take a boiling pot of water and put it in the fridge. That goes for like, I wouldn't take food, like I wouldn't make food, put it on a dish and put it in the fridge right away. but I'm less so worried about that dish of food ruining the cold food that's in the fridge than what kind of reactions are happening to the food. I don't know. Now I'm curious. This conversation's got me curious. This says you can put hot food in the fridge and it's often safer than leaving it out to cool for too long. I can actually hear the music today and it's great. I don't know why I couldn't hear the music last time we were baking pink cake. Yeah, no, listen, it wouldn't actually give me frostbite, but it's cold in the fridge. Anyways, the brownie was in no way warm enough to fuck shit up. Anything else? How are you guys? Cause I'm tired. Man, I don't want to edit after this. I'm gonna have to. I'm excited for the new Stardew Valley video. And you guys better be too. And yeah. Sleepy. If stream never ends, you never have to edit. That's so true. We could be like that one creator that has just been live for however many years in a row. I'm actually like getting pissed off. Should I just cut it while it's warm? It's not like I said, it's not like hot, but anyways. There's so much shit over here. Might be watching it from McDonald's because I have to talk to my ex about his problems. No worries, I have my bestie there too. But McD's always helps. Okay, I wanted to get the video out tomorrow, but I think it might come out Saturday. Because I don't know if I was just like... Yesterday was one of the first days where I was like, I think I need to be medicated. Because I could not focus on literally anything yesterday. Okay, where's the halfway mark? Like there. And then if I cut it again, like there. Anyways, so I still have like a decent amount to edit. That's not even. Oh well. that I should have bought you flowers and held your hand. What's happening? Focus on... I have a confession. What's your confession? What's your freaking confession? I want to know. Too late? Shut up! You better confess right now, I swear to God, or I'm gonna get the priest. I need to wipe the knife. Do I have any confessions? I actually don't know. Dude, I remember being so scared when I was in like Catholic school about doing confession. Get the police, I know you won't, but anyway. Nicole, what the hell? What is your problem? What the heck is your problem? Let's see, it's a little too... Listen, I'll clean the counter. You guys need to relax about the counter. I know that the cooling rack is right over it. And I'm making a mess. Do you not have any reusable kitchen cloths? I mean, like, I do, but they're just not downstairs. I feel like when I bake, I use so many paper towels. But, like, it's mostly just when I'm baking. I don't know why. Just easier to clean that way. We call them dishcloths. Yeah, we have dishcloths. Paper towels are cheap. Yeah. Want to ask you about Catholic school at some point? Okay. I know you've been wondering, and yes, I am the one liking all of your uploaded VODs on YouTube. Aww. Good. Not reusable, and you think... Everything got blurry. Ugh, I can't see. Hello? Am I dying? Why the weather is warming up. I can tell you it's not from the paper towels. Okey pokey, I cut my brownies. They're freaking cute. Just for you, I'll grab a real plate, not a paper plate. She's 24, by the way. What? Yeah, I've seen that latte. I'm gonna grab a brownie. This is what we're looking like. Look at it. It's not too cakey, but it's cakey for sure, which is exactly what I wanted. You can see like the little chocolate, but you can't really, but in person you can see the chocolate in it. It's almost the same color as my shirt. Oh my god, I'm twinning with the brownie. All right, everyone say hi YouTube for the thumbnail. I'll give you like 20 seconds to start saying hi YouTube so you can be in there. You guys aren't fucking saying it. Say hi YouTube. What is wrong with you? Okay. Okay. Nakara, you suck. All right, let's try it. I wish I had milk. I mean, it's a pretty good brownie. I don't like brownies. But I said that. I don't like brownies. It tastes like a brownie. But it is a cakier brownie, and that makes me happy. Guys, I freaking did it! Also, comment down below if you are a middle or an edge or a corner piece person. Me, for personally, I'm a middle person. I can't lie. Can you taste the coffee? No. It's usually if you add coffee into like a chocolate good, it just like enhances the chocolate flavor. Comment down below if you're a top or a bottom or a switch. Guys, I'll put the recipe in the Discord. And you guys can freaking make them for yourself and have such a good freaking fun time. Where should I put them? Probably just in general. I will. Speaking of tops, where's your top from? PacSun? Aeropostale? Abercrombie. I think it's Abercrombie. I don't know actually. There goes the TikTok account. I like the corner pieces on most stuff, but I've never had proper American brownies. Cheese, I think you would like this. I think you would like it. Yeah, I think this is from Abercrombie. Yeah. You're welcome. Our timing! Now I'm just sitting here eating a brownie. Oh, right. I'd have to make them gluten-free. I'm gonna have to bake something gluten-free just to try it out. Just for you, Cheese. I mean, you wouldn't be able to try them, but I would. I could tell you if it's bad, if it's worth. Guys, I'll be honest. My hair is kind of pissing me off. I can tell you if it's bad. Or if it's worth it. I'm proud of myself. This is so much better than, you know what we should make? We need to make brookies. I have to warn you, it's really crummy. I'll eat it with a fork. I'll eat it with a fork. Can we raid Doug Doug? No! You guys are basically the same size. And so I have a question. Do people actually do that? Like, I see those big streamers raid each other sometimes, but I can't fathom a small streamer raiding into someone with like even 1,000 viewers. Like, if I raided into someone with like 1,000 viewers right now, I'd be like, why would I do that? What the hell was that noise? I mean, why not? I don't know. I feel like I'd be just so embarrassed. Hi, 1.5 thousand viewers. Have my 13. I don't know. That would treat you like royalty. What? I don't know. I feel like I'd be so scared and embarrassed. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But I guess I guess rating and stuff is like a really good way to like get yourself out there. So I guess if you're getting yourself out there to 3,000 people, then like, I mean, it makes sense. It's scary. I think I'd rather stand in front of 3,000 real people and be like, hey, I'm a streamer, go follow my Twitch account, than like raid into like 3,000, like raid into another streamer. I guess it's kind of like I don't know. I don't know. Have you seen people do gluten-free sourdough starters that make your baked goods still be light and airy? Oh, that's interesting. The people at that size all worked their way to that size. They weren't the overnight hits like 10K Andes. Yeah, I know. The comments would be drowned out. Yeah, for sure. Decent sized music streamer that will roll out the red carpet and wrap your profile. What? That's cool. I don't think you can raid someone too big or they won't even notice you. Sweet spot is probably around 150 to 250. I told you a few streams ago that you reminded me of someone and I finally placed it. Who? I want to know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have the guts for that. Because I think it really is just like standing in front of 3,000 people and being like, hey, I'm also a streamer. These people will tell you that I am. You could follow me too. You know? Imagine if I walked into a conference room, 1,000 people. Right? I also guess it's kind of like if you go raid outside your niche too. Like if I'm playing Stardew Valley and I raid into Doug coding something. Did you know? These 25 people will tell you that I stream as well. They will watch you too. But you should tell your 3,000 people that I stream as well. Yes? No? I don't know. Lindsay Morgan. Huh. Never heard of her. Looking her up. 10K Andes usually have a raid gate on, so only other big streamers can raid them. Oh. Otherwise, clout chasers would raid over and over again. Oh my god, that makes sense. He's destroying America right now. So just start destroying America and you're good to go on that raid. Perfect. Saw a dream about you. Like, I didn't see you. I just dreamed that your presence was there while I was doing stuff. Whoa, that's cool. Yeah, and I'm not gonna name names, but like maybe a couple of you have been in a dream before. One of my dreams before. What am I looking up? Lindsay Morgan. Oh my god, who's she? She's pretty. What was she in? The 100? Just trying to find things that I know. I don't know these things. I don't know. General Hospital? Okay, damn. How is that even possible? You have zero visual. I know. I know. You guys are like amorphous blobs, but you're like people, but like fake people. Like, but you're people. I think I once had a dream where there were multiple of you, and you were all real people, but like, obviously, I don't know if these people were really like you. I love that if it was me, this is what you saw me as. No, but like, it was like they're people. And it's like, oh, this person was like, hey, I'm, I don't even remember. I know for a fact I've had dreams with Twitch chatters in them. And we were just like talking like we were friends. But it's like, I wouldn't know. Not much really popular things, but she cooked in the 100, and now I place the resemblance. I could be an actress if I knew how to act. You know? Oh, I keep running the plate into the mic. I did it again! The way my hair looks right now reminds me of, okay, and I don't want to be wrong, but it kind of reminds me of Lily Rose Depp in Nosferatu. Hold on. Not saying I look like her, but the hair is reminding me of that. There's like a specific like shot I'm thinking of. Well, it wasn't that. Whatever. What changed that you started doing the jumping jacks on camera? Well, it's just because I'm here. Just because I'm right here. I don't want to move the 2 feet. Guys, my thighs are so sore. Okay, well, guys, we baked some freaking brownies. We, talked for fucking ever. I can't believe we just have, like, been sitting... Oh my god, it's, like, warm. Can't believe we've just been sitting here for, like, a long time doing nothing. If I go like this, yeah, you guys can see me. The way you treat Nakari and Tom reminds me of Rose? Toxic till the end. Rose? Rose? Indeed. What do you mean? How am I the toxic one? That's crazy. Anywho, any freaking who. Guys, I'm gonna go. It goes both ways. Good night, Sandra. No. No. Good night, Cheese. Good night, Nakari. Good night, Merle. I'm gonna go. Good night, Latte. I'm gonna go, hopefully, finish editing this Stardew Valley video. And that's gonna be so much fun, and it's gonna be great. That's all I have for you guys for today. You guys are up there. My screen's down here, but you guys are up there. That's all I have for you guys for today. So if you saw stream it, no. See, if you saw this, thanks. And if you didn't, that's okay too. Goodbye, everyone.